morning, guys. I am from Thyroid Solutions. Today we are going to learn about JavaScript. So before going to understand that what is JavaScript and the concepts of JavaScript, let's start with how and why JavaScript is required. So let me start our today's session. So the first question is why JavaScript? Script. Why JavaScript? So JavaScript is a client side scripting language. Scripting language. JavaScript is a dynamically typed scripting language. Scripting language. Dynamically typed scripting language. This dynamically typed scripting language means in the if you observe in where in others programming language like C++, like C programming language, or you can say C++, we have to specify the data type like int a is equals to 10 at the time of declaring a variable, or you can say like float a is equals to 10.5. Uh, so this is not dynamically typed language because here we have to specify the type of data this variable A is going to store. But if you observe in JavaScript in the upcoming lectures, we will see that while declaring a variable let A is equals to directly we can pass the value that A is equals to 10 or whatever the value we want to give, we can give without specifying the data type. Let B is equals to 10.5. So this is called dynamically typed language where we don't have to specify the data type the variable is going to store. So this is called dynamically typed language or dynamically typed scripting language. I hope this is clear, guys. So the next thing is JavaScript is interpreted scripting language. JavaScript a is an interpreted scripting language. Interpreted scripting language means where each line of code is executed one by one. Suppose here I am writing let a is equals to 10. Again I am writing let b is equals to 20. And I am saying let c is equals to a plus b. And here suppose at this screen I want to print document.write C here. So here the program flows like this. This first line will be executed first. After that, this second line will be executed. Then third line says that we have to add the first and the second values. So it will be added here. And the fourth line says that it will be printed on the screen. So line by each and every line will be executed. This is called interpreted scripting language. So interpreted scripting language means where each line of code is executed one by one, and once it encounters any error, it will be stopped at that line. It will not further proceed. Okay, guys, getting? Okay, I hope this one is also clear. So next point is JavaScript is an object-based scripting language. Scripting language. Scripting language. So what is this object-based scripting language? The meaning of this object-based scripting language is everything in JavaScript is treated as an object. What is the meaning of this object? The meaning of this object is we can modify it as per the requirement. So as and when it is required, we can modify it. Suppose here we will be seeing in the further programs that suppose we have a body in the HTML page. Inside this body tag we have multiple contents, so one by one we can pick any element and any tag and modify it. So we can say here that all tags of HTML is treated as an object in JavaScript. So this is object-based scripting language. Okay, guys. So this is why we need JavaScript. Why we need JavaScript? The first thing is JavaScript is client-side scripting language. The second thing is it is a dynamically typed language, which means we don't have to specify the data type before the variable, and we don't have to specify which kind of data the variable is going to store. JavaScript, and the third point is JavaScript is an interpreted scripting language. Interpreted scripting language means each and every line of the code is executed, and once it encounters any error, it will be stopped then and there only. Fourth point is JavaScript is an object-based scripting language. So object-based scripting language means JavaScript takes everything as an object. Object means object means whenever we need to modify the content, we can modify it as and when required. Okay, guys. So I hope this one is clear. So our next point is where we can use JavaScript in real world. So where we can use, what are the implementations of JavaScript we are going to see here. So the first one is to write the business logic for client side validation, to write the business logic for client side validation. What is this client side validation, guys? Client side validation means if you are nowadays you must have observed one thing, that whenever you are filling any form, suppose college form you are filling, or suppose any job application you are filling, so at that time you must have observed that it shows some errors, like password is incorrect, and you can say username is incorrect, and you can say when you enter password it shows minimum 8 characters are allowed. So these are called the client side validation. Means whatever the inputs you are providing, the JavaScript is checking or validating it, that whether it is correct or not. Okay. So this is client side validation. So the next point is to display the drop down menus, dynamic drop down menus. So dynamic drop-down menus. So if you observe nowadays that whenever you are visiting any website, if you click on the home tab, it shows many links or many site connected to that. So these are called the dynamic drop-down menus. So the next part is to display date and time. To display date and time, we need JavaScript modules. And here to work with dialog box, dialog box. So these are the requirements. These are the real world scenarios where we can use JavaScript. There are many more real world scenarios where we can use JavaScript. We will be seeing all those in the upcoming classes. So the next point is how many ways, how many ways we can write a JavaScript code. We can write a JavaScript code. So basically, there are three ways in which we can write our JavaScript code. So basically, we can write JavaScript. We can write JavaScript script code in three ways. In three ways. So the first one is JavaScript can be written JavaScript can be written inside the body tag of the HTML body tag of the HTML. The second part is JavaScript can be written inside the head tag of the HTML. And the third one is JavaScript can be written as using .js extension separately. So we are going to see each and every method one by one. So before going to the practical aspect, let me show you a method of JavaScript. So document dot write method in JavaScript. So what is this document dot write method in JavaScript? So to display document.write method in JavaScript, method in JavaScript is used to display any message or any value or any content on the web page. So to display anything on the web page, we need document.write. So whatever the message we are putting inside this document.write within this parenthesis under the quotation things, that will be displayed on the screen. So this is document.write method. So with the help of document.write method, we can display dynamic messages and contents on the screen. So now guys, let's check practically how we can write JavaScript code in these three different ways. With the help of document.write, we are going to display the dynamic message on the screen. So my first thing is, let me open my VS Code. Let me create a new file here, day1.html here. So the first thing, let me pick the boilerplate here. After that, in the title part, I am writing JavaScript inside the body tag, So this is my title here. And here in my body part, I am going to write as first I am going to give an HR here, HR center tag I am opening here. Inside this center tag, I am giving H1 for the main heading, TT for the boldness. Again, I am writing sessions, JavaScript session. And once again, after this center tag, I am opening giving an HR. This HR tags are used to give a line on the web page. So now if I write a style here to just give a basic structure or styling to my web page, I am giving here background color is, suppose here I'm picking black, or let's pick it as a gray, and here the color of the text I am picking as wheat, and I am giving here text align center. So now let me run once again and check how our output looks like. So now our output is something like this. Okay, we don't have right now we don't have any JavaScript and nothing is there. Okay, so now let me put a JavaScript code here. So after this, to write a JavaScript inside the body tag of the HTML, first thing is we have to open and close a script tag inside the body tag of the HTML. So after opening and closing the script tag inside the body tag of the HTML, as I said, we have to write document.write to display any dynamic message on the screen. So I am writing here, is a this is a JavaScript inside body tag of the HTML, inside body tag. So now as per this script tag opening and closing, my JavaScript is ready, and let me open this output, and it shows that this is JS inside body tag. So we have written our first JavaScript inside the body tag. Okay guys, getting? So now my next part is JavaScript inside the head tag of the HTML. Now we are going to write JavaScript inside the head tag of the HTML. So guys, for right now, let me clear this thing and let me cut and paste all these things on my notepad for your further reference. So here I am going to write JavaScript inside the body tag, inside the body tag, body tag, inside the body tag. And after I am giving this example, next point is JavaScript inside the head tag. So how we are going to write JavaScript inside the head tag of the HTML. So again, to write a JavaScript inside the head tag of the HTML, we have to open and close the script tag here. So script tag is opening and close. After that, inside the script tag, we have to write a document.write method to display the dynamic message on the screen. The JavaScript inside the head tag of HTML. So now let me run this code and see how our output looks like. So here JavaScript inside the head tag of the HTML. So we can see that to write a JavaScript code inside the head tag of the HTML, we have to write opening and closing script tag. And inside the script tag, we have to write document.write to display the dynamic message on the screen. Okay, guys. So our next point is how we can write. Let me copy all this code as a reference. So the next point here is JavaScript inside the head tag of HTML. So let me paste all our code here. After that, how we can write JavaScript with the help of .js extension. So let me write the JavaScript code with the help of .js extension. So here I'm creating a new file here, and I am writing here as first.js. Okay, so here .js extension I have given, but before giving this .js extension, we have to install node.js. Then only this .js extension will work. So to install the node.js, you have to open Google Chrome and or any web browser you are using. Go to Google. After going to Google, you have to type node.js download, node.js download, and once you click on this download node.js, the first link will you have to click the first link, open the first link here. Any version you can select, whether version from here you can select any version, whether you are going to select version 22 or any version, does not matter. Every version is fine enough to work. So we can go here. If you are working on Windows, so you can select Windows installer. So once you click on this Windows installer, the download will start. After that, here in the .js with .js extension, we can directly put here document.write here. I am writing document.write here. I am writing the JavaScript with .js extension .js extension. So let me first of all clear this script tag here, and inside the head tag let me bring all the code once again. So HR to give a line, and in the center I am going to give H1. I am writing Java H1 TT. I am giving for boldness. I am writing JavaScript session. So after that, here I am once again giving an HR. So after that, to link our first.js and this HTML day1.html file, we have to provide here a script, and inside this script opening and closing, I have to write src is equals to, we have to write first.js. Now our JavaScript file and our HTML file are linked together. So now if I run this code, let's see what output it will display. So it is displaying me the JavaScript with .js extension. That means our JavaScript code is working fine. Okay guys, I hope you guys are getting. So now our next point here is, so in JavaScript with .js extension, JavaScript with .js extension, .js extension, JavaScript with .js extension. So let me copy the both codes one by one. So this one is my HTML part. So here I am writing HTML .html here, and once again I am pasting here, and after that I am writing .js, and I am pasting my JS code here for your further reference. Okay guys, so I hope this one is clear now. So our next part here is a very important concept in JavaScript, that is how how we can define we can define or declare 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 a variable in JavaScript, how we can define or declare a variable in JavaScript. So guys, in JavaScript, we can define or declare, a variable using the following keywords. So the first one is let keyword by using where where keyword. The next point is by using const keyword. So here you might be wondering that why these three keywords are required to declare or define a variable. So why there is a need of let, where and constant. So it is an interview question also, that why what is the difference between let, where let where and const, why when we declare a variable, we declare a variable in JavaScript, in JavaScript in JavaScript. So this is a very important and frequently asked question for JavaScript, that what is the difference between let, where and const when we declare a variable in JavaScript. So first we will see how we can define or declare any variable by using let, where and const in JavaScript. Then we will be looking for the differences. What is the difference between all these three? So now let me write a code to display how we can define and declare a variable using. First of all, I am taking it as where, let and const, and then we will be seeing what is the difference between these three. So let me open my VS Code here. So day1.html. So let me clear this whole thing, script tags. Let me open the script opening and closing. Here in the script tag, I am defining or declaring a variable where PID, PID is equals to, I am writing 1 not 1. Again I am writing where, not where, this time let's take let p name, is equals to, I am writing mobile1, I am giving, and I am saying const price, I am saying const price is equals to, I am saying 33,000, and after that I am writing document.write. Let's check one by one. The value of PID is. So guys, see here very carefully. Everyone please focus on the screen, that whenever we need to pick any value, suppose here PID value is 1 not 1, we cannot directly print here 1 not 1. We cannot directly give 1 not 1 here. Why? Because here this 1 not 1 is stored inside my memory location. So first I need to access that memory location, and that is PID. So here at PID, this variable PID is going to store my value 1 not 1, and I can access this value with the help of this variable only. So to call this variable, I have to call here plus. We have to write here plus. First of all, plus we have to give, then we have to write the variable name to access this variable from the memory location. So I hope this thing will be clear. Again, document dot write. I'm writing here, and I am giving an HR here just to make one line of space between the other coming things. So document dot write the value of p name is here. I'm call if now I have to call this mobile one from the memory location. I have to call this p name first. So to access this p name, what I have to type here? I have to type here, yeah guys, I have to type here plus p name to access the memory location. So document dot write, once again I am giving here hr document dot write, once again I am giving here hr to make a line space. So document dot write here I am giving the price the price of the value of price is here. Let me print. So once again, if I have to access this 33,000 from the memory location, I have to access this price variable. So to access this price variable from the memory location, I have to call here plus price. So now let me run this code and see how we can define and declare with where, let, where and const keyword. So here if I run this code now, so this is the value of PID is 101, the value of P name is mobile 1, and the value of price is 33,000. So here we learned that we can define or declare any variable with three keywords, whether it is let or where, or we can declare with const keyword. Okay guys, so now what is the difference between this let, where and const? So the question here is what is the difference between let, where and const? So let me write let a is equals to, suppose here I am writing 10. Once again I am writing let a is equals to 20. So if you observe guys here, that if you can observe here that once I defined here let a is equals to 10, I cannot redefine it or redeclare the same variable with the same name. Okay, I can change the name here, let b, but I cannot keep it as a once again. So we can, once a variable is defined or declared with let keyword, we cannot redefine or redeclare it. Okay guys, so now let's check with the where. Okay, now where a is equals to, I am keeping 10. Once again I am keeping where a is equals to 20. So now if you observe here that no error is coming here. So it is clear that we can redefine or redeclare any variable with where keyword. Okay guys, so this is the basic difference between let, where and const. So now the difference between the const. So to show you the difference between the const here, I am writing here as, let me remove this thing from here and let me write here const a is equals to 20, and once again I am writing a is equals to 10. So now once again I am writing here const a is equals to 10, const a is equals to 10. We cannot redefine or redeclare it. So that's why I'm keeping here a is equals to 10. That means here once I defined a is equals to 20, and again I'm trying to change the value of a and making it as 10. So now if I run this code here, let me open this thing inside my integrated terminal. So To run this node, I am saying first.js, and it will show me an error that assignment to a constant variable. That means here this constant means the full form of this const is constant. So it is saying that once a variable is defined with const keyword, that means its values cannot be changed further. Okay, guys, so this is the difference between whenever we define or declare any variable with let, var, and const keyword. So I hope till now everything is clear with you all. In the further classes, we will be going more depth of these things. Okay, guys. So our next part is console.log. What is this console.log and how we can use it? So let me go with console.log. So let me open the notepad, and here I'm going to write the next topic, that is console.log. So console.log is also a method like document.write. So console.log is also a method in JavaScript to display the content to display the content or message on the console of the web page so console.log is used to display the message or content on the console of the web page. Okay, it is used to debug debug or fix the errors errors of the web page. Okay, guys, so it is used to debug or fix the errors of the web page. Here also, sometimes in the interview, they may ask you that difference between what is the difference between document.write method and console.log method in JavaScript. So here they can ask you this question. So what is the difference between this document.write and console.log method is console with the help of this console.log method we can debug and fix the errors. But with the help of this document.write, we cannot debug and fix the error because document.write don't show us any error, or we cannot, and it does not show us at which line the error is occurring. And console.log shows us that which line the error is occurring, and we can debug it also. So now let's check practically what is the uses of this console.log. So let me clear this HTML file first here. So here I am removing all the previous codes. So here I am writing as where A is equals to 10 I am giving, where B is equals to 20 I am giving, and here where C is equals to I am giving as A plus B. After that I am saying where C is equals to A plus B. Then here first I am using document.write, and here I am saying that the result after addition addition of two numbers is the result after the addition of two numbers is plus C. This time I'm giving here. So now let me first run this code and check. Okay, let me write the console log also at the same time so that we can check what is the difference between these two. Console.log console.log. Here I am passing as the same thing, the result after addition of two numbers is, I am saying as plus C here. So now let me run this code and check our output. So it says the result after addition of two numbers is 30. But here in my VS Code, if I open, I have written this thing two times. One is at line 26, I have written document.write the result after addition, and console.log also. So only one output is coming. Why this is happening? Because to access the console part of the web page, we have to first right click here, go to the inspect section, and in the inspect section on the topmost header, here it is showing us console. So now if I click on this console, it shows that the result after addition of two numbers is 30. So this is the difference between document.write and console.log. So now let us create an error here. Suppose this time here I am not calling C plus C, I am not calling it. Okay. So now if I run this code, so now let's check what happens here. Oh, so the result after addition of two numbers is, it is not displaying me the output here. Okay, fine. So now if I go to the console, to go to console, I'm clicking on this inspect. After inspect, I have to click on this console, and here the result after addition of two numbers is, it is not showing, but yeah, it is showing me the line number here, day1.html 27. It is recommending me that at this line you may have some error, just because of that you are not getting the output here. But inside this, if you see document.write method, it is not displaying me at which line or where the error is. Okay guys, so this is the difference between document.write and console.log. The console.log says that 27th line this error is happening, so I will make it correct by giving plus C. But as per the document.write, it is not displaying me any kind of error. Okay, so now if I run this code, it will work perfectly. So here the result after addition of two numbers is 30, and if I go and inspect it again to reach to the console part, so it will display me now the perfect output is coming. So guys, today's session is we learned about how to define declare a variable in JavaScript, why JavaScript is required. So now we will be moving towards the next part.